Are we owned yet? Did the libs get owned? Is this what? Yeah, hell yeah.
You fucking morons, you absolute fucking idiots.
Hello, my friends, and welcome yet again to another episode of The Dave Show. I'm so happy you could be here and give me some of your precious time, and it's going to be a good episode. So let's just jump right into it, okay? 10,000 subscribers! Let's do it. To all of those Democrats out there, especially the gracious and polite Al Green, that screamed that President Trump does not have a mandate, well, I kind of think he does, and I think it's something even greater than the American people gave him. I think that President Trump has a mandate from God. Check it out.
I believe that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that.
Sadly, President Trump pointed out that there is nothing that he could possibly do or say to make the Democrats happy, to make them stand, applaud, or acknowledge anything good that he ever does. So, check it out.
I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy, or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do.
Well, there's actually one thing the Democrats can fully get behind, and they can get up and cheer and hoot and holler and scream and applaud. And that is, of course, to spend billions of our hard-earned tax dollars to Ukraine. And of course, along with that, that is keeping the gravy train going, their slush funds totally filled, and the NGOs fully funded. All right, check it out. It's sad.
The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything. Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes. $2,000 people are being killed every single week. More than that. They're Russian young people. They're Ukrainian young people. They're not Americans, but I want it to stop.
Caroline Leavitt's condemnation of the absolutely appalling display of the Democrats was quick and decisive, on point, and she didn't mix words. She pulled no punches. Check it out.
The behavior of Democrats last night was completely disgraceful and demonstrated how severely out of touch they are with the American public. It was the most shameful moment in the history of presidential addresses in that beautiful chamber. The Democrats exposed themselves as the party of insanity and hate, the party that wants to put America last. They've allowed their Trump derangement syndrome to stop them from celebrating America and our people, and we will not allow them to forget that.
Just a quick recap of Al Green's absolutely disgusting behavior, calling out, screaming that President Trump did not have a mandate. And of course, he is facing punishment. But in defiance, of course, he said he would do it all again. What are we doing with these people? Ay, ay, ay.
To 525 on a map that reads almost completely red.
Chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
I have other things I'm protesting, and I'm also working on my articles of impeachment. This president is unfit. I heard the speaker when he said that I should cease. I did not, and I did not with intentionality. It was not done out of a burst of emotion. I was emotional about it. I would do it again. I have to be candid with you. I'm not trying to in some way insult you. This is a matter of principle. This is a matter of conscience.
It is appalling, the double standard that the left constantly applies to everything. When that gentleman called out, when Barack Obama was giving his State of the Union, and he called out liar, it was like crucifying the Messiah. It was like the most appalling, atrocious thing ever. It was like as if the man actually like spit in Obama's face. Everybody condemned it. But Al Green can get up and just cause a scene and act a fool, and that's totally fine. And that's because everybody that's white in that room is racist. There's actually a Democrat that says that it was racist to kick out Al Green. Give me a break. Why does everything have to be identity politics with these people? Check it out.
I mean, it felt like I was watching something in a history class of racists yelling at an elderly black man challenging the president of the United States.
Here's just a few more of the absolutely asinine, stupid, silly, ridiculous things that our tax money is paying for that hopefully Doge will cut. It's been cut, and it will never get paid for again. Check it out.
$1 billion to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of. $60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million. $8 million for making mice transgender. This is real.
President Trump did quite a few absolutely amazing, loving gestures during his speech to the American people. One was he approved the application of a young man who, through merit, he's like a plus 4.0 student. He lettered in multiple sports, and he's a multi-generational service through his family to the country. And he wants to go to West Point. And just to make sure there's no complications in that, President Trump actually approved his admission to West Point. And that is great. The other one of the other big gestures he did was with DJ. And let's just check it out real quick if you haven't seen the clip.
Tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
And of course, the disgusting Rachel Maddow had to politicize DJ becoming an honorary member of the Secret Service. How do you say anything bad against a young man who's had, I think they said 13 plus brain surgeries? And he survived cancer. What more could a human being do to receive the praise from the mainstream media and the appalling left? Check it out.
For the record, and this is disgusting, the president made a spectacle
out of praising a young man who's thus far survived pediatric cancer, as if the president had something to do with that.
And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump's supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide.
What did you say? What the f did you just say?
However, even though the left act like children, they are petty and disgusting. Fortunately, DJ is on the case. He's rocking and rolling, full battle rattle, and he has a message to all of those that are disrespecting President Trump. Beware.
Such an honor to have met you.
Hold up, I got one more thing to say.
He has one more thing to say. I won't interrupt you.
If you're a Democrat and you're being mean to President Trump, I'm on your bumper.
He's going to be a good Secret Service agent. I totally agree. His heart is in the right place, for sure. I'm on your bumper. I love it. That needs to be made into a shirt. I think I might do that. You can't not love this young man. No, he's a very special kid. You done effed up, Democrats. When you got the mainstream media and fellow Democratic pundits condemning your behavior, it's not looking good for you. Check it out.
To not stand for that little boy is aberrant and disgusting behavior. So they not only do they lose the high ground, but they shock the conscience, I hope, of many Democrats. And I know some Democrats who texted me.
I don't know who thought up the bingo signs, but they should be fired.
Michael, this is an indictment, in my opinion, on the Democratic leadership. The Democratic leadership said they didn't want disruptions and they wanted people to attend and bring a guest, and they wanted, little business as usual, and we're fighting back in other ways. There is a palpable disgust, as Claire said, from not just the members, but their constituents. The visuals are not taking back the House in 2026.
The Democrats came ready to fight back with their little paddles, okay? That is how you save democracy, by quietly dissenting or bidding on an antique tea set. It was hard to tell what was going on. I'm just kidding. That was very cool, Democrats. In fact, I made my own sign.
I don't know what else it is for Dems to do. They are just a lost party. No real fight whatsoever. It's like Republicans and Democrats aren't even playing the same game. They're not in the same league. They're not shooting at the same basket. They aren't even speaking the same language. You all honestly shouldn't have shown up if you weren't going to be more disruptive. Okay, poor Al Green. He dropped his nuts. Okay, maybe he thought if I set it off, folks will follow suit. But no, y'all out there holding up signs like it's a silent auction.
Ayanna Pressley is the gold standard of what a representative should be. She is such a good person, humble, and she really looks out for the people. I can't believe I said that with a straight face. No, she is not. Not at all. Listen, she actually ditched. She left her guest, who was in a wheelchair, mind you. She left her at the speech, during the speech, because she just couldn't take it anymore. Oh my gosh, what a fool. Anyways, here's her talking about that. And of course, she's playing the victim. And some of the other Democrats that wish they could have stood up with Al Green, but they didn't, because they're all cowards and they can't stand for anything, even if it's like completely wrong. Anyways, check it out. They're all buffoons.
I just came off the House floor. I could not stand one more second. This man, with his hateful rhetoric and his even more harmful policies, I went because I wanted to honor my State of the Union, or my joint address of Congress guest, Claire from Everett. And because Claire is also a manual wheelchair user and navigated a lot of ableist spaces to come here today, I wanted to take a seat and take up space and honor her. But there is no way that I could stay there.
And Al Green's going to do his thing, and we're thankful that he did. But the reality is, we're going to push back on this.
I want to say to Al Green, I wish I would have stood with you.
Let me proceed. Data from Texas shows that U.S.-born Americans commit more rape and murder than immigrants.
Listen, this trend of you all trying to get thrown out of committee so you can get on MSNBC is going to end. We're not going to put up with it.
This is my procedural right as a member of this committee.
You can go with Mr. Frost and Mr. Green.
I'm reclaiming my time.
That's what you want. No. Ms. Presley, I have been very accommodating to you. Mr. Subramanian,
and I take particular umbrage as a survivor of sexual violence. I will enter into the record. This is my right. Thank you.
No.
What is going on with Jasmine Crockett? She is boarded the crazy train and she is full steam ahead, and it looks like there's no stopping her. Let's take a look.
Oh no! It's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the floor. Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like go. Mustard on a beat, bro, deep boat, any rap. He a freak though, man down, call like Amber Lambs. Tell him breathe, let them boys to the cross, they walk around like G's.
This is not what we should be doing. I don't even know why we fighting with Greenland. Why we fighting with Greenland? We fighting with Canada. We fighting with Mexico. Yet we in love with Putin. What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the up, because I'm ready to get on with it.
If you could tell Donald Trump anything tonight, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to grow a spine and stop being Putin's hoe.
Jesse Waters and Adam Carolla talk about Jasmine Crockett, and maybe there's should be a presidential run in the near future. I don't know. But they also talk a little bit about the state of the Democrats and why they are just such horrible people.
Adam Carolla is the host of the Adam Carolla Show. So Jasmine, not to be confused with Davy Crockett's really making a name for herself, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean, AOC kind of ran out of steam. It's weird. I was saying yesterday, AOC has lost her fastball, but she's still a screwball. And Jasmine Crockett is filling the crazy void because AOC seems broken now.
I am happy that that's happened. I think Crockett is a real, true leader. And it's basically her nomination if she wants it.
It's funny, the Democratic Party, the women are bald and the men have ponytails. So it's not exactly your grandpa's party. But, you know, ultimately what's going to bring down the Democrats is pride. They talk about pride. They talk about gay pride. They talk about black pride. They're pride, everything's a pin. And they need to drop it. They need to humble themselves and move on. It's pride, and then Trump shamed them, and they're acting out like high school girls. The pride is what's causing the problem for them.
Where's the pride in the country? There's no pride in the country. You're going to sit on your hands while hostages are coming back, and little kids got honorary badges from the Secret Service while they're beating back cancer?
But what pride would you have in a country that was systemically racist? I mean, that's the country you say you live in, so you don't have pride in a systemically racist country. And by the way, Donald Trump is Hitler. So if Hitler was having a rally and brought up a fireman who'd been injured, would you stand up and clap, Jesse?
Are you worried about the 250th birthday party that America's going to throw for itself in 2 years? I'm a little concerned the Democrats aren't going to behave.
I completely agree because of the pride and the shame issue. But either way, I want to be next to Kid Rock for that party. That's all I'm saying.
Sebastian Gorka explains how President Trump flipped the switch, turned on the spigot, and the flow of taking out our enemies is on.
It seems like the rules of engagement have changed. It seems like Donald Trump has given you guys a little more latitude. When you see someone, you can take them out.
Oh, let me tell you, day 8, we walked into the Oval, Mike, the National Security Advisor, myself, and one of my military team members. And we put this map on the Resolute desk and we said, President Trump, we've been surveilling an ISIS compound, a massive cave complex in northern Somalia for 1.5 years. And the president looked up from the Resolute desk and said, what do you mean we've been surveilling them? Yeah, that's what the Biden administration did. President Trump said, kill them now. And with that iconic Sharpie, he ticked the go box on the operational orders. My team made the requisite calls. Less than 30 hours later, we are in the Situation Room with Mike, and we're watching holy hell rain down on that ISIS compound. And that was 8 days into the administration, Jesse.
Amazing. Well, put the Sharpie in the presidential library, along with many others. Dr. Sebastian Gorka, director, we really appreciate you joining us, and keep up the great work.
That's the plan. God bless you, Jesse.
Oh my gosh, has the world ended? Is hell frozen over? It looks like Disney is actually doing something good and wholesome, at least for part of their new series that, quite frankly, I think was a train wreck before. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but they actually added in a character, or at least they changed one of the characters to be Christian and to openly address Heavenly Father in at least one of the shots. So I don't know. I think the far left is going to go crazy with this. How dare they bring in Christianity and show it in a positive light? Check it out.
First episode of the new Pixar Disney Plus series, Win or Lose, features a character called Lori, the daughter of the team's softball coach who struggles with insecurity. In one of her first scenes in the show, she begins with the words,
"Dear Heavenly Father, please give me strength."
This is the first Christian character from Disney since their 2007 film, Bridge to Terabithia, in which kids Jesse and Leslie attend church together and discuss religion.
I can't wait to watch their faces when this is one of the most popular Disney films in a decade. Well, I don't think it's a film. I believe it's a series that's going to go on Disney Plus. I could be wrong about that, but in either way, it should be pretty popular, I would think. Disney cut a trans storyline and added their first openly Christian character in nearly 20 years. That's crazy. The meltdown is going to be priceless. Well, that's going to be good content for me and for you. I don't know, man. I can't trust Disney. Did y'all play it backwards to make sure that there isn't any demonic messages? Oh, that's funny. Feels like a master stroke to reclaim family values. Could be a really good step in the right direction if it's legitimate. But the outrage online is already lighting up, isn't it? Yeah, it probably is. I haven't actually checked. The crazy train is all ready to go, so let's take a look. Why do they look like they're about to lay a trap for Batman? That's pretty funny, especially that rep in the middle. She's so crazy. She's crazy. Oh boy, it's funny. They're like real life evil villains. Yeah, totally. Laugh out loud. They really do. Marvel could not have conceived better villains. That's true, but just this one problem. Batman is DC, not Marvel. But I get your point. I know exactly what you're saying. And, I guess they could create their own villains, but it would be in the Marvel universe, not the DC universe. Okay, I digress with my nerdiness. Is it the anger in their hearts that makes them so ugly? I think there's actually been a study that far left ideology, it does cause mental illness, really, and it does affect, I think, their looks, making them not so attractive. All right, make it make sense. We wear pink to support women. Okay, that's good. Yesterday, we voted for men to continue abusing women in sports. And that is really the hypocrisy. That was such a slam dunk for the Democrats to do a bipartisan, vote to send that bill through so that men won't be able to compete against women. I don't know. They're so retarded. They're so hypocritical. They say, "Oh, we love women and we want, to protect women," but yet they do this, which is only going to enable women to get hurt by men playing in their sport. Stupid. This is a little crude, but it's funny. So it's the media peeing off the cliff, and then the people that trust the media. It's just the vision is so okay. It's quite disgusting, but you get the point. You get the point. See what you have to say. Ew, but so true. Yes. I've been trying to tell people this since at least 1998. For sure. For sure. Good job, guy. Ain't it the truth? Well, enough of the news, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. You're about to enter the Lib Zone.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. Eye contact, okay? I know that you're scared. All right. I know that you're terrified. I know that work is hard. I know that trying to be with your friends is hard. I know that being in the grocery store right now when no one is fucking crashing out is hard. Okay. But I need you to remember something.
Yeah.
This is a long game that we're going to have to play.
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Right.
Nothing is going to get fixed overnight. Nothing is going to get solved overnight. Nobody is coming to save us but ourselves. Okay.
Sounds
so
good.
what I need you to remember, the first fucking step in this is that we're not fucking losing to fascists. I don't think you heard me. Let me say that again, okay?
Okay.
We are not losing to loser white men who are shitting themselves in adult fucking diapers, who are repeating the same generational curse that their grandfathers repeated because their grandfathers were mediocre bitch-ass white men.
Wow.
Do I make myself clear? Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes. And I clearly hear that you are a complete racist. For real. Okay, geez Louise. Day 119 of leftists in absolute shambles. It's only going to get worse from here, my friends. It's only going to get worse.
Jojo, I'm going to ask you a question,
Starving.
a simple question.
What are you talking
Give me a
about?
simple answer, Jojo. What is a woman, Jojo?
Yes. Well, a woman is whatever. If you feel like you're a woman, then you're a woman. I know I'm a woman. I identify as a woman.
So if I feel
know
like
what
a
that
woman
means
right
to
now,
me.
I'm a woman?
I'm not threatened.
Hang on.
What would you feel
If you feel like you're a woman,
Hang
it's
on.
your identity,
If I-
sure.
so hang on,
If
just to be clear,
I'm sorry,
I
what's a
heard you.
man? Piers, what's your
Just
definition
to be
of a
clear,
man?
just
I'm
to
a
be
woman.
clear,
What's your
just to be
definition
clear,
of a man?
So just to be clear, if I
Shut
feel
up.
like a woman right now, I am a
Yes.
woman. Is that your
Yeah.
position?
That is
And
the
you're-
position.
If you feel like you are a woman,
Yes.
Piers, and you want to walk around identifying as a woman, it is not my prerogative to tell you that you
Am I a
cannot.
woman?
I identify
Am I a
as
woman?
a woman. What is
Am
a
I a
man,
woman?
Piers? What is a man?
Oh, a man
Is
is
Donald
an
Trump
adult
a man?
human.
Can I?
That's it.
Piers, can I jump
Male.
into that question?
Adult
An adult
human,
human.
male.
An adult human male.
Adult human male is a man.
An adult
yes.
human male.
Can I
Yes.
finally get
And a
to
woman
So, like
is an
55
adult
pounds of
human
cake makeup is not
female.
right.
Adult
Can I finally
human
get to say
female.
You asked me what a woman is.
Adult
I am a woman.
human
I identify
male.
as a woman.
Okay,
Can
but
I
just to
raise
be
my
clear,
hand? Can I answer that
yes, hang
question?
on, Matt. I'm going to bring Matt in. I just want to just
Oh, Matt,
sorry to
you
double
really
down
need
on
to
this.
stay out of this one, friend.
I just want to be clear,
You
Jojo.
don't want to go here, Matt.
Jojo said if you feel like a woman, you're a woman. So, Jojo, final time. If I now say I
It's an
feel like a
identity.
woman.
It's not about
No, sorry,
biology.
I'm asking you a
It's an identity.
question. Stop
Piers.
talking. If I now say I feel like a woman, am I a woman? Am I a woman? If I say
If
I
you
feel
feel like a woman, you're a woman.
Wow.
What does that mean, though? What does that mean?
So retarded. So retarded. I can't believe we're even having these conversations. This never happened in the entire history of humankind. Thank you, far left. Okay, it's Michael Knowles' face the entire time she speaks. It's funny, yeah. Poor Michael. Seriously, can we stop this already? That's what I'm on board with that. Just enough. I assumed this was an old clip. No way she's arguing this in 2025. I really don't know how old this clip is, but I'm pretty sure we're still arguing this in 2025, my friend.
I mean, right now, in the polls, you're nearly tied with Pete Buttigieg, AOC, Governor Gretchen Whitmer. You have a higher favorability than John Fetterman and Vice President Harris. What do you make of this?
I make of it that
Citizens, particularly on the left, are desperate. And I mean it when I say it. I think I can beat them all. And I have no desire whatsoever to run for office. I am not a politician. I am not qualified. But I know this much. When you consider who's on the other side and how he's gotten away with saying very little in terms of being coherent and articulating his thoughts clearly and concisely and what have you. This is not something that he's known to do. Yet and still, he has owned the Republican Party since 2015. Not only has he won, the Republican constituency has said, we don't want anybody else but him. We didn't want DeSantis. We didn't want Haley. We didn't want Christie. We didn't want Ramaswamy. We didn't want DeSantis. We didn't want anybody. We want him.
What does that say about the Republican Party?
It's not about what it says about the Republican Party. It's about what it says about the Democratic Party.
Why?
Because in the end, if you think about him being impeached twice, 34 felony counts or 34 felony convictions, and they still elected him president. It's not about him winning. It was an indictment against the Democratic Party and what the Democratic Party was offering an American citizen.
Exactly.
We might sit up there and talk about, hey, you should be a party for the working class, which the Democratic Party was once known for. They're not known for that right now. Why? Because their message was catering towards others and towards other issues, and they forgot about the people that brought them there, that elevated the Democratic Party to what it was over these last few decades. That's why they lost. He didn't win.
Well,
The Democrats
remind
lost.
people what.
If you could text Trump or Instagram him, what would you say to him?
I hate him. I just hate him.
I know I spend a lot of time shitting on Trump, but I'm going to shit on the Democrats for a second. Is the best that we have in terms of opposition and Democrat leadership holding up a fucking black note that says false? Is that the best you got?
Yeah.
Because we got one motherfucker, one guy from Texas standing up with his cane, shouting without a goddamn mic. We got to use fucking lip readers, and they throw him out of the room. That's the energy we need.
What just happened in the White House is probably the most embarrassing, disgraceful thing I've ever seen. Our president and vice president, like fifth grade bullies, tag-teamed a popular, democratically elected president, attacking him in front of dozens of cameras in a way they would never dare with Putin.
As an American, what we just witnessed on TV is disgusting. Donald Trump put Zelensky on national television, worldwide television, to just berate him and shame him for the entire world.
It's so annoying to me that the Republican Party literally has no morals or values. The only thing they care about is owning the libs. If selling your family members got rebranded as owning the libs, they would sell each and every one of their family members so quick, they would sign up to never see them again.
You're retarded, my friend.
They're insane. Like, they want to say that we're evil, but if Trump offered to set up a concentration camp
You're insane. Oh
for
my gosh.
liberals in the middle of Times Square, Republicans would immediately sign up for that.
How delusional do you have to be? Seriously. This man is like a total sheep, okay? It is the liberal evolution, which you can pick up a t-shirt at official Idle Hands merch. But he is a total sheep. He's part of the hive mind, and he's just spitting out senseless things that he has no idea what he's really saying. You know what I mean? He's just absolutely stupid.
Concentration camps.
Oh, yeah.
But we're the evil party.
I have never seen such a fucking horrible display than I just watched what Trump and Vance did to Zelensky.
Oh, boy.
He treated the leader of a country that's been attacked by Russia. They treated him like he was a fucking child. At one point, Vance says,
he is.
Have you asked or have you said thank you once? Like he was a fucking 5-year-old.
Yeah, a 5-year-old that's received billions of dollars from our taxes. Yes. It might be nice to say, hey, United States, thanks for all the cash. Why is that so difficult?
This man has been trying to get his fucking country back. This is not the fucking United States. This would never have happened. In my 49 years, I have never seen leaders of this country be so disrespectful to one of our allies like that. I have never seen it.
Yeah, and you've never seen one of our allies be so disrespectful to the President of the United States. I mean, come on, lady. it cuts both ways, although I think you're completely wrong in your assessment of what happened. We obviously saw different videos of that conversation in the Oval Office, but geez Louise, lady, come on.
This is a fucking dictator. You're all just pieces of shit that voted for him.
No, thank
2-hour speech and didn't even talk about the economy or the stock market, huh? The businessman sure talked a lot about trans people last night. Got some big laughs on that transgender mice comment, too. Proving that motherfucker still can't read. I think someone should remind old Yamtits that he's the president for all Americans, not just the dipshits who also can't read.
Trump.
What are you talking about? He can't read. I don't understand that comment. And yes, he is the president for everybody. It's just the far left is completely rejecting him. It's not Trump that's turning away. It's the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these people.
Is about to address a joint session of Congress, the renewal of the American Dream speech. And just so we're all clear where I'm at, I currently have a tall glass of wine in a sourdough starter jar.
Someone needs to make this shirt that Zelensky was wearing in the Oval Office and that offended the Republicans so much. Etsy or something. It can be the new uniform of the Democrats, be our sign of protest, and then also maybe we could find out a way to send proceeds to Ukraine. What do you think?
Why does everything have to be resistance with the Democratic Party? You know what I mean? Why don't you just maybe, I don't know, try to do things for the American people? Maybe work with the president? That's such a foreign novel idea, but hey, it might actually work. And, the whole thing with the suit, I don't think it really pissed off Trump so much, but come on, it's common sense. A meeting like that, you wear a suit. It's a little sign of respect for who you're talking to and where you're at when you do the talking. Come on, people.
What's about to happen to us. Trump has spent the last 6 weeks building a tinderbox. When it starts to go, he's going to try to gaslight his way out of it. And if we wait until then, it's going to be too late to get ahead of it. So let's check the scorecard. We already know the housing market is in a terrible place. Consumer confidence is at its lowest point since 2021. And a key group of economists in Atlanta are now predicting the economy could contract by as much as 3% in Q1. That would be the worst since the last time Trump was president. Now his industry-breaking tariffs are about to hit American businesses who import from Canada and Mexico. So far, it's been too early to see any material damage in the numbers. That's about to change, because on Thursday and Friday, we're going to get a private and a public jobs report that show exactly how bad it's getting. Now, they won't tell the whole story because a lot of the jobs data was collected before the biggest layoffs. I do think we're going to see some cracks. And if it's really bad, we might find out that it only took Trump 1 month to break both of Biden's best streaks. 48 consecutive months of job growth and 16 consecutive quarters of GDP growth. GDP growth that I might add was expected to be strong as little as a few weeks ago. But after Trump just told us in January that we were at the beginning of a great, beautiful, golden age of business, seeing the exact opposite. People said the economy was their #1 issue, and specifically prices. Bring down prices. And his response?
Oh my gosh.
Laying off workers, raising taxes, cutting spending that drives GDP, attacking our trading partners, alienating our military alliances, giving the dude who single-handedly destroyed Twitter a skeleton key and a hatchet so he could run through government and destroy any person and any program who ever caused them trouble. But we're wising up to it. They're running scared from town halls. They're looking at farmers and veterans and senior citizens, calling them radical leftist plants because they're too afraid to confront the reality that they have created. We see what's happening, we're calling it out, and we're not going to let up. But we need to be ready because when Trump speaks to Congress, he's going to throw us under the bus. Not just leftists, but all Americans. He's going to say that this is what voters wanted, when in reality, it's only what he wanted. Our only job is to stay on message. Voters wanted lower prices, and Trump gave us the exact opposite. More opportunities for billionaires to exploit at the expense of the middle class. Stay loud, stay angry, stay non-compliant, and in the end, we will force him to own what he's done.
That's... how could one man be so wrong about everything that he said? Trump is not against the American people. They've got a mandate. He's got a mandate. The popular vote in all the swing states, everything says, do what you're doing and keep on course. And look, President Trump said that, maybe the tariffs might give us a little bump badness. But hey, listen, it's not going to last, and everything's going to be okay. Everybody just needs to settle down. Let the man do his job. He's only been in. How in the world could he absolutely leave in desolate form the best economy from Biden in only like 4 or 5 weeks? That's impossible. That's impossible. So you can't have it both ways. And that man is just absolutely wrong in everything he said. I don't know how he could be that delusional. Let's check it out.
And prayers this gets on the wrong side of TikTok so I can hear directly from you, maggots. If you can take Trump's cock out of your mouth long enough to answer. How do you defend Trump's behavior, talking to Zelensky yesterday, or that cocksucker who wanted to ask him about a suit? I've never seen a bigger douchebag in my whole life. It's absolutely fucking disgusting, indefensible, but I'm sure you guys will come up with something, won't you?
70. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I will come up with something, because your response to that whole situation is absolutely atrocious, foul. It's like, come on, be better. Just be a better human being, for crying out loud.
78 years old, he is morbidly obese, and he is on blood thinners. You will outlive him, okay? He rambled up there for 2 hours about trans people. Trans rights are human rights, okay? Trans rights are human rights. He's blaming trans people for everything because he just destroyed the global economy.
Good afternoon, America. My name is Doug. Unlike my other videos, this is not a prompt for discussion. I am disgusted by President Trump's treatment of President Zelensky of Ukraine and the failure to negotiate fairly to come to a terms for a peace treaty.
Trump's just crashing our economy right now.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah,
are we
dude.
owned yet? Did the libs get owned? Is this what? Yeah, hell yeah! You fucking morons! You absolute fucking idiots! Genuinely, what the fuck? Like, it's the fun being drafted to fight for Russia soon. You fucking idiots! That's what's gonna happen. You guys are fucking morons.
It's time for Dave's Detox. Why is that seal even there? What is going on? He's like, see ya. Oh gosh. That is disturbing. I don't know. That is not very relaxing. Aww. Turning it to bust the dog. That's funny. Gotta love dogs. Nice. Wow, she needs a sports bra. Jeez. Oh, nice. What's up with the cats and deers? Stare down. Oh, nice. Aw. He's feeding the whale. What the? Oh, that's so cute. Aw, speaking of cute, I think my diabetes just got worse. Oh. Okay, that's creepy. I'm not gonna lie, that's a little creepy. I love the little footsteps. He's like, what the? Aww. And that horse could just like bite that cat's head off right if he wanted to. Oh, that's really tender. That's sweet. Oh, deer's on the beach. It's kind of weird. I guess we all love water. Oh yeah, eating some bananas. Oh, that's so nice. Oh no, don't eat it! Oh gosh, that's not a job I would want. Aww. Yeah. Nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed the detox. I know I did. And if you also enjoyed the episode, please consider subscribing, like, share, slap that bell around, do all that jazz. And please tell your friends and family about Idle Hands. And the more eyeballs we can get on the channel, the better. And I'm looking to grow the channel this year, and I would love for you to be a part of that to make that happen. All right, so until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.